fucking bastard thing. Yeah, mother horse's arse. Welcome back, YouTube, Tutor UK. Fucking talking to myself for the last 15-20 minutes about pressing record. Fucking bastard thing. Do this all again. And I'm like half a can, well, more than a can. For fuck's sake. How are we all doing? Tales from the moderate blast furnace. It's not that warm today. Meant to be fucking balmy. Is it bollocks? It's all overcast and miserable. 27.5. Shit. This is going to be a right old pig's ear of a video. A couple of VRs, mainly VRs to be honest. I've got a few little bits to show. Nothing amazing. Just a few eBay purchases. I did buy some stuff off Facebook Marketplace earlier, but nothing of note. Really, that's just to flip for resale. I didn't get it for a bargain. It wasn't like pennies. And contrary to popular belief, I didn't pay her more money than she asked either. Although I probably paid. See now, last year I wouldn't have paid this much for any of that stuff. Basically, PS2, fat PS2 silver, a slim PS2, 2 or 3 DS's in various degrees of condition, bag full of games, PS2 games and stuff, some Wii games, some DS games, some R4 cards, controllers, 70 quid. Yeah, not an absolute stealer, but in this current climate, the PS2s and stuff, you know, worst case I find them to CEX. So yeah, it's not going to be a massive bargain, but I think I might make a little bit off the back of it. If I can build up some CEX credit, that'd be really cool. Because I say I'm happy to post them to them. I've never done that yet, so that might be the video for another time. We'll see. But say in that bundle, nothing. No point showing you guys. Oh look, it'd just literally be a load of PS2 fucking filler. There's probably some more I get. I even looked through them. But what it was useful for, because yeah, obviously spoke to the lady and whatnot, and it was only meant to be for one PlayStation 2, and I sort of said to her, and you all know this anyway, oh, you don't happen to have anything else knocking about, do you? Sees as I'm coming over. She said, oh, I'll ask. I think she said I'd ask my sister. So lo and behold, and the PS2 appeared, load more games, and the DS's, etc. And when I went round there, she said they had old computers, and she had some old laptops, like really old laptops. Ones even I remember working on, and they could kill people. They fucking weight them bastard things. So even though I probably paid the going rate, you know, it wasn't a bargain this century at all. But when I sort of spoke to her about some of the things, etc., what I was really looking for, she was like, oh, okay, yes. She said, oh, I might, you know, she might know some people, she might have some of her friends and family, so grease the wheels, probably nothing could come out of it, I don't know. But you've got to ask, ain't you? Because all it's going to take is for her to sort of say, oh yeah, I made 70 quid, and you have to fucking do anything, just sort that load of old stuff, and some guy come around and picked it all up, jobs are good done. That's all it takes for her to speak to fucking Margaret over the back, and she goes up into her loft and she's got a load of old fucking 8-bit, 16-bit computers and video game stuff. It ain't going to happen. Let's be honest, it ain't going to happen, is it? Although, do you know what? Weirdly enough, for the first time ever, I was hoping that she was going to bring out an old a Wii and a Wii Fit board and stuff like that, but she didn't. It's probably the only time, isn't it? Because usually when you ask them if you've got anything else, it's always, oh yeah, I've got a load of Wii stuff. Fuck me. How times have changed. Anyway, some additions, some upgrades, just some upgrades, one upgrade on the Master System. George Foreman's KO Boxing. Mine needed an insert in the manual. This was on the Flea of the Bay. I think the guy was, I can't remember what he's asking for it. I think I got it for around £10 all in, not around £10, around £10 all in. Posted, so that's not bad. I mean, even this actual copy's not that bad. I probably just need to check mine. I haven't even bothered yet. I think mine might be the spine or it might be the bottom. Either way, this is not a bad copy. And I'll just do something with mine. Maybe take it to a show or something. If there's ever going to be a fucking show ever again in the whole world, ever. There will be. It won't be this year. You know, I've alluded to it in the previous weeks and stuff. You know, we'll be lucky to get Doncaster. I don't think we're going to get Doncaster. I don't think we're going to get anything this year. I think it's going to be all the way till the end of next year. You know, maybe March, Easter next year. Just can't see it. Unless something drastically changes. My current kick, as you're all probably aware, I'm probably sick to the death, sick to the fucking back teeth of me fucking going on about it. Knocking around a little bit, fucking hell. Do you know what? I hate people who piss about with the camera when they're recording. Why don't you set up properly the first time, Stu? That's what I always shout at the screen when people start pissing about with cameras and lights and stuff. I'm doing exactly the same thing. No, it is because I had to change the game. So we've got on, actually I should fucking mention, we've got on NBA Jam Extreme. Now, you know what I'm thinking, what is it on for? The Last Dance on Netflix. What a fucking show that is. Really enjoying that. About the Chicago Bulls. Again, it's all around the 80s and 90s and the late 90s. And it was massive over here, let's be honest. Even my brother, he had fucking like different caps on and stuff like that for all the different basketball teams. And obviously NBA Jam was huge as well. Michael Jordan, Air Jordans, yada yada yada. It's like a trip down pop culture. If you've got Netflix, definitely watch The Last Dance. If you haven't got Netflix, acquire said programme from Pirates of the Bay or something like that. But yeah, really fascinating watch. Because it's literally, it is all old footage. It's all old stock footage. Yeah, fucking hats off to Netflix, man. They make some good shit. But my channel's just like Netflix. That's why I have Patreon. It's just like, no, you're fucking nothing like Netflix, mate, love, whoever you fucking are. If you're that fucking good, you'd be on fucking mainstream TV. You're not. You're shit. Like Valter said, we're all ugly. All our videos are shit. It's fucking YouTube. Fucking give your head a wobble. It's just like my Patreon's just like paying for Netflix and Amazon Prime. No, you're not. You're fucking deluded. Absolutely fucking deluded. Anyway. That's my head in. Just fucking accept it for what it is. It's a fucking hobbyist channel. It's a hobbyist platform. Fucking get with it. Give your fucking heads a wobble. Fucking ideas of grandeur. Anyway, that's why I thought, whack this on. I normally wouldn't put a basketball game on. But again, just going back down, you know, the whole thing, I mean, I don't know if anyone's even interested. If anyone's watched, they'll know anyway, but the whole thing with Jordan and Nike was really interesting because he was a Reebok guy. No, he's an Adidas guy, sorry. He's an Adidas guy. He wanted to be sponsored by Adidas, so they wouldn't touch him. He was an unknown quantity. Nike was like the fucking small kid getting bullied in the park back then. And they signed him up to a deal. Even the executives were like, what the fuck are we doing this for? But man, knocked it out of the park, literally. Anyway, The Last Dance, Netflix, about the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, etc. It pulls in different pop cultures of the time and stuff like that. Really great watch. Anyway, back to the 80s, or the 90s in this case. Issue 8 of S, the S magazine. So I'm now only missing issues 2, 3 and 4. No fuckers got them out there, because all you ignorant bastards haven't even fucking replied. No one's out me, have they? I did have a flick through this one. Come through a couple of days back. No Louise. That bitch Louise. I reckon she's in cahoots, that bitch Carol Baskin. So yeah, there's no, because it's come from a different guy anyway. So there's nothing in there. There was an interesting ad in it, ad article from the guys at Mirrorsoft, Steve J. Trundland, just how they programmed the mass system back then using a 286 computer. You can see that. So when I started in IT in 1994, 286s were sort of the back end. 386s were just coming out, and I used to work on deck machines, deck 386s. There was some deck 286s and AST 386s, but the fucking deck machines, man, they were built like fucking tanks, like layers of like cases within cases. So you'd have a plastic case, within the plastic case would be a metal shielding. No heat sinks or anything. I think they just literally had no fans, just had heat sinks on them. That's all it was. Yeah, I'm not going to go through these because I'm pretty sure people are sick to death of me fucking banging on about this magazine. But issues 2, 3 and 4, none of you fuckers are going to out me anyway. If anyone's got any, they don't want to contact me directly, put them on eBay and I'll buy them off you. So 2, 3 and 4. Sticking with old magazines. This is all the pickups, guys. This is it. Fucking lap it up. A couple more Games X's I've managed to bag. I had to buy these in a bundle. A couple of duplicates. I've not shown the duplicates, obviously. Issue 4. Issue 22. Still the mail away on it. And issue 35. So the later issues, I must admit, I don't have any recollection of it. What's that? 91, 92. 90th December 91, 1st of January 92. But the earlier, especially the early ones, most definitely. Hero Quest, what that is a fantastic board game. Space, I'll say Space Quest. It's not Space Quest, because that's another point-and-click game. Space Marines, no, not Space Marines. I've had that game fucking multiple times. It'll come to me. Everyone shout at the screen. You know what I'm on about, though. Some wow. Steel Gunner, Space Gun. It's a bit of arcade action there, look. That's Ramparts in the corner. Ramparts is a great arcade game. Space Crusade. I don't fucking get it. Just having a very quick flick through here. Well, that's not flicky, is it? They've got what's that brawler? I've got it on the, because it only came out Japanese and Genesis, and they've put it down as flicky. It's not. What's it called? Console connections. It's Dr. X. Look at that. Still got the flyer inside it. I didn't even notice that. DDL, Direct Distribution Limited, Preston, Lancashire. A Game Gear, 95 quid, look. These literally have come through this morning. Should I have quarantined them? See, I think as long as you open the package, wash your hands. The contents have been knocking about the post offices inside the package for longer than 3 days or whatever, I don't know. And I've got the poster. I'm sure I had that on my wall. I swear to God I had that poster on my wall. I did. I had Alcatraz on my wall. Wow. DMA design on the reverse. The Adventures of Mad Dog Williams. I remember that game. I so wanted to play that. I always thought it was a Sierra Online game. It's not. It's a Game Crafters and Iliad Software. Adventures of Mad Dog Williams. I'm going to go and find that afterwards. That's got to be on Scum, and it Scum VM. Yeah, they started doing this weird thing where they started portraiting a lot of the reviews. I'm guessing it's just trying to be different. Full Contact. Yeah, that was E17, Team 17, stay another day. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all those guys because I'm guessing you're bored. I haven't even looked through them, so that was just me trying to be a bit presumptuous there. I'm sure I've mentioned before, 48 issues of Games X. Bit of investigative journalism. Again, I might have mentioned this, but probably would have been pissed up, which is the standard now. But they actually made loss on that. Huge losses, like 50, 60,000, 75 grand or something loss. But, oh well. What I didn't do, because I was getting all fucking twisted and annoyed. Shoutouts, couple of shoutouts. These are probably under 1,000 subs. A couple of guys. One I've been watching for a while, and one guy's relatively new to me. He's not new to YouTube. He's not new to probably quite a few of you guys that are watching now. What's this guy so fucking loud for? But the one of the guys I've been watching for a while is his name's Chris, Retro 48K. He's a bit like Rob. I was going to say Dunk, but Dunk, fucking hell, I think, might be see a change in Woolly Weeble, hopefully. But yeah, Chris basically says behind the camera, you just see he's got fucking hairy hands and all. What is it with, is that what it is? That the problem is everyone look like the fucking Wolfman. That's why they don't come in front of the camera, because he's got fucking hairy hands as well as Chris has. But Retro 48K, he makes some fantastic videos. Honestly, guys, and it's not just his pickups as well. He does these like how does it work type videos. So he kind of disassembles. He's done Megadrive, I think he's done Super Nintendo, he's done Saturn as well. I think the Saturn one is probably the most trickiest one to date. But he breaks it all down into sort of layman's terms and tries to explain to you how the Saturn functions, or how the I think he's done PlayStation, he's definitely done Megadrive. And, you know, the different custom chips and stuff like that, how they work. But he does it in such a way that, you know, even like idiots can understand it. So all you will be fine watching it.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Retro 48K for the third in my technically correct series. Now this time we're moving on to the 32-bit era, and we're going to have a look at the Sega Saturn and see how that one worked. And this is a video that it's been a while since I've done one of these, and that's because I was kind of loath to start this one. I knew I wanted to cover the Saturn. It's such a unique and different machine, and I was really looking forward to digging under the hood of it. But at the same time, the 32-bit machines are far more complex than their 16-bit counterparts, and it was just a bit of a daunting task to start. But anyway, I think I've figured it out now how we can move forward with this. So similar to last time, I'm going to talk about the architecture of the system and a bit about how it draws and renders its graphics, but mainly I'm going to explore some of the myths around the Saturn and try and expose them for being either true or false.
But yeah, Retro 48K, he's not asking you for any fucking money or anything like that, so he's a fucking winner in my book. But even his pickups and stuff, dead interesting, dead varied. If you look at his channel in terms of like graphics and banner, it looks like, obviously Retro 48K, it looks like he's a Spectrum guy. He's not, he's a retro guy. Loads of different, I mean, he's got a bit of a Saturn kick at the minute, which is, you know, I'm in, I can watch that. And he's picking up some lovely games. And yeah, it's just, you know, he's of that same ilk as Dave. Retro Games Play Badly and stuff like that. I think I probably did find him from Retro Tech 100, maybe. I can't remember. I think it might have been, or we might have just advertised it off the back of one of Dave's. I might have found him off one of the Dave's videos. But really, honestly, really good watch. Really interesting. You know, he's not presumptuous. He doesn't fucking. You know, he's just a really good channel. Really good videos. It's just really good. He's a really nice man. But I'm sure his name's Chris. Anyway, sticking on the same theme, and I'm definitely sure I found this guy from Retro Tech 100, the Facebook page. And I've definitely seen Dave mention him, because I think this guy he's one of these generous ones, like who's the other guy that's always giving Dave stuff? I can't remember now. Is it Christian Van Tilburg or something? I can't remember. I don't think maybe it's the same guy. Could be talking about one of the same people. But his name's his YouTube is the Real Generic Demon.
Hi, I'm Real Generic Demon, and today I've got a box from Retrogaming. Right, Okay, let's have a little look in this box and we'll see what we've actually got. I'll get my glasses on and my pen knife. I don't even know where to start, but we'll get the stuff and we'll stick it at the top of the screen as we go along. So, first off, I wanted this one. I played it and I got it on a What's on the Tape. This is Buck Rogers. This is an arcade game of the same name from Sega. Very nice game actually, to be honest with you. You fly across, I think it's a planet, isn't it, called Planet Zoom, and you zoom across the planet Zoom. It's sort of a shoot 'em up. I quite like it though.
Again, really unassuming chap. It's just a weird thing though. I mean, kicked me into asking this the few videos I watched. He'll start his video and he'll do his little introduction, and then he puts his glasses on. I'm like, why don't you just put your glasses on at the start? Obviously he's blind as a bat, he can't read anything. And he has this weird fucking massive pile of like DS or something behind him. And I'm like, is that keeping the ceiling up? He's like, no. He goes, I only put them away when they reach the top of the ceiling or something. But again, it's fun, you know, the variation in terms of what he's picking up, it's great watch. It's something there for everybody. I mean, he just unboxed a literally shit ton of old 8-bit, I think it's Specky games. Is it Retro from the Retro Cavern or something? I mean, I love watching that, you know, people just going through a box of stuff and talking about the game, you know, what they think of them, what they might have thought of them, or what they, you know, and what they know of them and stuff like that. Which is why I like people like Sidney Steve, and he just, you know, even he sort of says, oh yeah, I've got a load of Amiga games that are all shit, and I'm like, mate, just fucking show them, just show them. But he picks and chooses, doesn't he? But I love stuff like that. So, Retro 48K, not Retro 48K, links will be down below. I'll put like a little fucking thing in here anyway. And Real Generic Demon. 2 channels I've been watching at the minute, really enjoying the content, really varied, you know, superb. Right, I've got some VRs. I'm not a big VR person, because the problem is, it's all about what's the best game you've ever played. Well, I don't play games. You know, you all know this. I don't play any games. No games have ever been damaged in this fucking room. It's like a tiger sanctuary. They just come in and just kept safe. It's fed and watered, and no harm will come to them. The pins will not be bent. They will not be bruised. So I'm gonna do. First one is to Big Game Al. Big Game Al. Go and check Big Game Out. YouTube of the Month winner. Fucking YouTube of the Month. What a fucking shower of shit that is. God. I really don't know what's gone on wrong with that. Hopefully you've seen my video about it. I was just presenting the facts. There was no opinion there, right? So I've seen other people where they've made these videos where it's their opinion. Mine was no opinion, it was just pure fact. And regardless of what's gone on subsequently, and what's been said and what's been done by certain people or not been done by whatever, the fact of the matter remains is those 2 people were basically trying to take the fucking piss. I'm not really sure why any negotiation was needed, because it's basically a case of, look, this is how it's been ran. If you don't want to run it like this, then we'll find someone else who will. Because let's be honest, the bulk of whoever votes at YouTube of the Month at the minute is mainly UK people. Now, I get the Americans are getting all pissy and a bit salty because it's all UK people. Trust me, I've watched YouTube for fucking, not all of the 10 years it's been running, probably about 8 of them. And it ebbs and flows. It goes across to the US, and the US guys tend to dominate it. And it comes back to the UK, and and that's how it is, and that's how you find different channels. To try and leverage and fucking manipulate the votes to suit, because they were going to vote their mates, trust me, and their mates were from Australia. I don't know who it is, but I know for a fact it was 2 Australian channels. That's what they wanted to put in there, because they wanted to get the exposure themselves somewhere else. It's all fucking self-motivated agenda, and it's not needed. It should have been no negotiation, but no one owns YouTube of the Month. It's not. It's just fucking. It is what you make it. Right? Yeah, it might have soured. It might have been soured a little bit if it had been taken off them. But let's be honest, they were trying to fucking abuse it. So why wouldn't you take it off of them? Because what's going to stop them from next month fucking trying to change it? It's just fucking. It was. I don't know. I say for me, my opinion is they were the wrong people to fucking do it from the off, clearly. Because month on month, they had an agenda that they wanted to try and fucking force through. Come hell or high water, they got found out, and they went into damage limitation. And certain people, weak-minded, or whatever you want to call it, just fucking kowtowed to them. No need for it. You say you could just cut and paste the whole fucking thing and start it up again. Anyway, that's my opinion of it all. Didn't need to get that fucking far. It should have just basically been a case of, don't want to do it, fuck off, we'll find someone else who will do it. No discussion. Right. Not to sell the water too much. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Big Game Al. He asked 6 Mega Drive games you enjoy playing or something. Well, clearly I don't play any Mega Drive. I don't play any games. So what I've done instead. That's it, Alan. No, I'm joking. I have got 6. So these are 6 games that I used to enjoy playing. It doesn't mean to say I don't enjoy playing them now. It's just I can't sort of say, look, I don't know. Oh yeah, Norman's Beach Bay Marama. I love playing that. I've never put it in. Risky Woods. Oh, I love playing that. I've never put it in. So I can't, you know, I'm not going to fucking stand and go, oh yeah, Rocket Knight, because I know this is a good game. Well, Rocket Knight Adventure, that's brilliant, that is. I've probably played it once or twice. I can't say I've actually properly played it, right? So I'm not going to fucking be a twat and just pick out the best 6 Mega Drive games, because that wouldn't be being honest to Alan. So obviously I have got a little bit of history with the Mega Drive from back in there. And you know what, when he did this video, I actually thought, oh, for fuck's sake, Al, I thought he was going to be one of these, like, what's your favourite fucking animal? What do you like to eat? Them, you know, what's your best fucking takeaway? Pizza? No, yeah, it wasn't. He goes, what fucking games do you want to play? Oh, for fuck me, bastard, fucker. I thought, I'm not going to have to do this. But when I thought about it, I thought, you know what? And I started thinking more, and I looked at the fucking shelves. Looked at the shelves of shite. Shelves of shame. Fucking up there. There was a couple, you know, again, from back in there, I could quite easily have got 6 here. One I did swap out. Notable mention then, honourable mention, whatever you want to call it. It's a big game now anyway. See, NBA Jam could have been one, to be fair. But I really played that in the arcades. NHLPA 93. So I never owned a Mega Drive. And then obviously so clearly didn't own this. My mate John did. And him and his mate Steve. And a few of their mates. Because you have mates who have mates, don't you? Later on, Steve became a good mate of mine, weirdly enough. We didn't really get on when we were younger. But this was a big... I mean, remember he got this one Christmas, and we played this all through Christmas and New Year and stuff like that. I've got a fucking clue what was going on. What the hell is icing? Does anyone know when it says icing? Is that foul? I always thought it was like fucking icing on the cake. No fucking clue what was going on. Yeah, honourable mention to NHPL 93. But these games I did play. I really enjoy them, you know. Some were... I think I told this story before as well. So you mentioned my mate John, he had Mega Drive. But my sister had a Mega Drive as well. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. I used to babysit for my niece. Friday or Saturday, I think it's a Friday night. Friday night. What day is it? Mustafa! What day is it?
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right?
Well,
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Love that clip. This has been on a Friday night. What day is it? No, I'm not doing that again. So yes, a bit of a mixture. So that's it. So these ones, these two here, I'll do these two first. These are what my mate John had. We used to obviously play them, you know, enjoy them for what they were. This one not so much, which is really bizarre, considering how iconic it was. But I don't know what it. I don't know. I don't understand why we didn't play it as much. That's Streets of Rage 2. So we had Streets of Rage 1, which is obviously not a patch on Streets of Rage 2 at all. But we just didn't play this as much. I don't know what it was. I don't know why. I don't know. I really can't put my finger on why not. But we didn't. But this one we definitely played a lot of. Definitely. And the first one also. So kind of the first and the second one of these two are kind of like interlinked, I suppose. And that's Road Rash 2. So I remember the big deal on Road Rash 2 was you could actually like attack the police and knock the police off and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was more a case of like a single player playing this. You know, and just being part of the actual action of like taking a race each and this, that, and the other. Yeah, when EA were a bunch of bastards essentially. So yeah, so really weird about Streets of Rage 2. I've got more sort of memories of Streets of Rage 1, but I actually enjoyed Streets of Rage 2 better. Even back then I knew it was the better game, if that makes sense. But yeah. But Road Rash 1, I think my sister did have Road Rash 1, I think. I can't remember now. She definitely had all of these, because these are the ones I have distinct memories of playing on Friday night.
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then!
No, we're not doing it. So first up, and in homage to said game, Sonic 2. My old mate Chris Newton would love that one, but I must admit, Sonic 2, I spent, like I said, many a Friday evening playing this, trying to get further and further into it. I think she might have even had, no, she didn't have a Game Genie. She didn't have a Game Genie. I remember thinking, fucking I need a Game Genie first. But yeah, many a fond memory playing this game, seeing how far I can get into it, and really, really enjoying it, the music and stuff like that. You know, regardless of what people sort of say, I kind of agree with Russ. It is the best. It's the most organic, the most natural Sonic game, I think, out of them all. In terms of its purity. One game I always thought looked still does look gorgeous, because it's what they were good at back in the day. The 16-bit with Walt Disney, and it's Quackshot. Fantastic. Again, used to really, really enjoy playing this. The animation, people sort of say, I don't think she had Aladdin actually, but yeah, Quackshot, really enjoyable. Music's good as well, but it's the animations of Donald, just like a cartoon. God, it's warming up now. It's nearly fucking 29. This one is probably, I think anybody who played Megadrive in the early days, I'm sure this is quite an early release, 92. Okay, maybe not. But anyone who's had a Megadrive that would have played or had one of these in the series. And this one's always iconic, especially back in the day. It's Desert Strike. Again, I think, do you know what, the more I think about it, I'm sure she did have a Game Genie. But it might have been she got it later on, because I have a sort of hazy recollection of putting on some cheats, like, but I didn't put on Infinite Lives. I think it was something like Infinite Missiles or something. I can't remember. It was something like that, just to try and push on in this game. But it's such a fantastic. All the Strike games are absolutely brilliant. Look, 3D Choplifter. Choplifter's a great game, by the way. on the Master System. On probably, well, yeah, I'd play it on the Master, but the Strike games were brilliant. Warner Golf. If you think about it, fucking Saddam Hussein, Warner Golf was back then. It's fucking mad. Getting so old, so quick. Like my niece, I used to babysit now. She's got like 3 kids, 3 different dads. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. She had all her life in front of her. Fucking wasted it. Anyway, the one that's probably going to surprise a few people, and I actually still think this is a good game. Definitely better than any of the video game counterparts of the first movie, and that's Predator 2. If you haven't played Predator 2 on the Megadrive, give it a go. It is a 3D isometric shoot 'em up, blast 'em up, fucking kill 'em up, save 'em up. I think you have to save people, but it's quite gruesome. It's quite graphic in how it does it. But I think I was, even back then I thought it was a great game. Oh, this is one I couldn't fit in the fucking slip. The manual's like a fucking behemoth. But honestly, guys, Predator 2. I know it's on the Master System, but this one here, it's a hidden gem. But no, underrated, I think, in my eyes anyway. I really enjoyed Predator 2. So those are the ones that my sister had. Not only them, but a few more, but those I have distinct memories of playing and enjoying, and a couple of games that I saved at Mate John's. That's okay, Al. You know, I'd love to be able to turn around and say to you, you know, oh yeah, I love playing fucking Super Turrican, or I love having a blast on. You know, I really enjoy Fantasy Star. The Fantasy Star games, right? So these 2 fours at the back there. I would have loved, I begged my sister that many times to buy these games, but honourably they're not into RPGs. Because Phantasy Star, the first one, oh God, what a gift to have played them on a Friday night. No, we're not doing it. So yeah, like I say, I just want to be. I want to be more honest. I could have fucking lied, right? I could have made up bullshit, like probably a lot of people do. Yeah, I really love playing fucking. Flink. It's such an amazing platform game. Never played it. Yeah, I've fucking played it. I don't think it's ever been plugged in. Probably don't fucking work. It's probably an empty shell. It's not. I think I bought that off Ben. Tim Russo. Can't remember. But yeah, there's a couple in there that I could have picked out as well. But those are the standout ones. Anyway, big game out is, I said, I've got to tag some people in this. So it's obviously got to be sort of interested in the Megadrive to start with, isn't it? I'd put zero thought into this. That's all. He's already tagged Scott Sega Zombie. Big Mike Houlihan, getting back on the camera. I ain't seen Big Mike for fucking ages. He's got a nice Megadrive set. I would sort of say Mark Burnout Culture, but he sold all this today. I'm not doing that one again. Big Mike Houlihan, I want to see. I want to hear Mike's 6 games, because you do have to own them as well. I think that was a stipulation from Al. You'd have to own them. I think you had to actually have played them as well, bizarrely. And who else can we say? Mr. Bads Gaming. Paul, Mr. Bads. I've not seen a video from Mr. Bads. I bet he's been fucking busy as fucking hell with the current climate. But if you can squeeze a vid out, Big Mike Houlihan, without further ado, Retro, Paul, Mr. Bads Gaming. There we go, them 2 guys. Boom, boom shakalak, he's in the room. Right. Moving swiftly on before fucking everyone falls into a coma. This one's going to be a fucking right old tough one for me. I've not really planned this one too well. A little bit of it I have. I've put some things down here, but I'm going to have to fucking wing it. like my life, really, essentially. God, it's getting to 30 degrees now. Fucking motherfucker. Maybe it's all the gassing I'm doing. I'm fucking filling the air. Filling the fucking container. Right. So this is a response to Scott, Sega Zombie. And I can't remember where it's come from. There's like about 1 million of these fucking things. And these all been knocking about Facebook as well. And people don't realise, like, what's your first school you went to? What's your favourite colour? There's just people just fucking creaming you for your fucking data. Like, what questions does the bank ask you? Stupid. Obviously the bank's not going to ask you these questions, but in a similar vein. List your best albums and stuff. Like, the questions the bank asks you. Anyway, from my old mate Scott, Sega Zombie. He, I don't know. I think it was some young whippersnapper asked about to do with the 90s. So Scott's like me. We're old. I know we don't look it, but we are. We're old. We're old and decrepit. We're falling to pieces here. Bits are breaking every fucking year. And so he's demoted it to, I don't know, questions of the 80s, I suppose, or something. I can't remember what the fucking title of it is now. I'm fucking half cut by now. Do you remember the 80s? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven questions. 7 questions from the 80s. So it starts off. Your favourite cartoon that I think that you have on DVD, or it might be on DVD, I can't remember. Been asleep since I watched it. Sorry, Scott. It's my fucking ham-fisted. But I have got it. I've got a couple of these actually. And the other one I couldn't find, because that's what I would have loved to show that. And I've got it, the box set. But this one's a bit more impressive anyway. And there's loads, right? So this is why I think Scott demoted it to the 80s, because in the 90s, like me, like, see, 1995... 94, 95, I was working, so some of these things just they don't slot in right in that decade, but the 80s definitely. So favourite cartoon I own on DVD, Transformers. Oh, what a fucking, I can't remember where I bought this from. I know Rich Turner's quite impressed with this tin, but it has got them all in there. But Transformers was absolutely immense. I don't think these are any different. I think it's just a tin that they come in. All your different seasons. Tried to get a daughter to watch these one time. Not having fucking a jar of it. Philistine. She's no daughter of mine. I told her that. But yeah, they're all in there. Look. So Transformers was the one I'm going to pick because it's the one I can find closest and it's the most impressive, really. But I have got Battle of the Planets, G-Force. I've got them on DVD, the box set. But there's fucking loads, man. I know Lee, Retro Chef. He always mentions this, and I love this, man. I'm actually going to put a clip of this intro in here. And he always mentions Pulp. The 80s had some of the best fucking cartoon music ever. I know Dana loves it as well. There's loads of us guys that love all that shit. But Pole Position was based on the Atari game. I remember reading about that. I mean, did some investigative journalism. It took me 50 hours to work that one out when I googled it off Wikipedia. But yeah, it was based on the actual Atari game. But I love that TV show as well, Lee. But I've done it on DVD. But yeah, I mean, there's He-Man, Thundercats, Mask. I mean, I love Mask. Mask is another fucking epic intro. There's so many of them. What's the other one? Oh God, there's fucking so. I'm not going to say Ulysses because I want a certain Ulysses song singing. Mysterious Cities of Gold. Oh God. What's his name? 80 Days Around the World. Dr. Snuggles. No one's mentioned Dr. Snuggles. There's fucking shitloads, man. But I've done it all on DVD. There's so many good cartoons back in the 80s. Jamie and the Magic Torch. You could go like the UK side of it, the British side of it. Rhubarb and Custard. Pigeon Street. Mr. Ben. Did I say Jamie and the Magic Torch? Will-o-the-Wisp. you know, and obviously you got the bigger sort of American side of stuff, but fucking hell, man. Hey, spoiled. But anyway, moving swiftly on. Next question. Sega All Nintendo. So, actually, I'm more of a Nintendo guy than I am Sega. I didn't have an NES. I mean, I had very little consoles anyway. But the ones that I did have were all Nintendo. I had the Game Boy and the Super Nintendo. And obviously, moving further down the line. I mean, I had Sega consoles later on. I had Dreamcast and stuff like that. But GameCube got on launch. And 64. So I was always more Nintendo focused. But yeah, it's just how it is. But I don't. I've got more Sega full sets than I have Nintendo. Could we even that balance out? Maybe. That's not saying I'm going for a full set of anything before anybody starts. See, this is a tough one. Favorite console video game. So from the 80s. See, I would have to say Phantasy Star on the Sega Master System, which obviously I do own. That game really, the impact that it had on me in terms of like the role-playing genre overall, especially JRPGs, when you could sort of see that story being told and the interaction that you had with that story, fucking hell. It's like, and then when the SNES come out and you had Zelda, and it looked similar, that top-down world view, although they weren't quite the same. But that is it. I'm in. I loved just literally escaping into them games. That's what it was. It's escapism, you know. So yeah, favourite console video game would have to be Phantasy Star on the Sega Master System, for sure. So this is a tricky one for me. I've left this blank. Favourite comic. Now, obviously, Scott, from a 90s perspective, no, ain't gonna happen. From the 80s, he was talking about Beano, Dandy and stuff like that. I was never really a big comic person. You know, I got the odd comic in when I went on holiday with my mate John and stuff like that, but I didn't buy it weekly or anything like that. I was always magazines. Always gaming magazines. So if I could swap it from favourite comic to favourite, I don't know what you call it, physical press. What do you call? I must call it something like a physical pressed edition or something. It would probably be computer video games, especially back in the 80s, especially the latter side of the 80s. Because I'm 76, man. You know, can't sort of say, oh yeah, in 1980 when I was like 4 or 5, I was buying computer video games because I think it come out to 1988 anyway. But yeah, it'd be more of a video game magazine than it would be any sort of comic. I read the Beano and the Dandy and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't really buy them. So, favourite pro wrestler. So, I think I'm all going to say this. The golden age of wrestling, the WWF, when it could have that fucking name. Yeah, I've sort of noted down here 2. Which is really hard. I mean, they're pretty much. I'm guessing some other people have definitely said this guy, right? So if you'd asked me back then, it would be Ultimate Warrior, right? As in the single, who's your favourite wrestler? It'd be Ultimate Warrior, and loads of people said that because he was full of energy. You know, he was an absolutely dreadful wrestler from a technical perspective. He was awful, but from entertainment value, right up there. Along with these 2 guys, which is Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk. Yeah, similar sort of thing. It was that power, that intensity. As a young kid, it's like, fucking hell, these are fucking brilliant. It's not until you get a bit older and you look back on some of the wrestlers. And a lot of people, I don't know, maybe some people mentioned this one. But one guy who was really probably the best wrestler, or one of the best wrestlers, was Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. You know, he's from a stable of wrestlers. I'm not a wrestling fucking guy, so I'm sure there's people way more informed than me. But as a fan, when I look back a little bit, you can sort of see it more. But yeah, Mr. Perfect, a very good technical wrestler. But there's, you know, back in the 80s and the 90s, there were such iconic characters that probably defined wrestling moving up into the 2000s. They've probably been reproduced. You know, everyone had to have a fucking shtick, didn't they? You know, Big Boss Man, he was quite cool. Tito Santana, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Big John Sturd, King Kong Bundy, stuff like that. But talking about wrestling, I remember watching the early American wrestling stuff when I think it was before WF really started buying up all the different regions. And I remember we had a video. I can't remember, we got it from a friend who must have recorded it off cable or something like that. And it was Sergeant Slaughter versus the Iron Sheik. Some people have already watched it, I'm sure. But this was literally no holds barred. The Iron Sheik. So Sergeant Slaughter is Sergeant Slaughter, as you know, remember him. And the Iron Sheik was the same guy with what was the Russian guy's name? Even Bolashkov or whatever. And they were was it Mr. Fiji managed them? I can't remember. I can't remember who the manager was. But it's the same Iron Sheik. But anyway, Sergeant Slaughter and Iron Sheik, years before, had a wrestling match where they literally smashed each other's skulls open. Blood was pissing everywhere. So the Iron Sheik had these boots with a curly end at the bottom, and obviously Sergeant Slaughter had his fucking like Doc Martens, and they would take the boots off and then they'd smash each other's fucking heads in. Blood was everywhere. You didn't get that as much as in the WWF. I can't remember which area it was. I know they're all divided up in the US. But that match always sticks in my head because it was like, fucking hell, this is American wrestling. And obviously when it comes to the WF, it kind of like tamed it down a little bit, somewhat. Now all of a sudden we're turning to fucking tooty WWF. But no, I'm not fucking that much of a Philistine. I'm a little bit fucking cultured, you know. See, this one I struggle with as well, man. Favourite song or music video? Now, I'm not a music guy. I am the music man. I come from Daniel Way and I can put no. But I'm not that big into music. We had a little chat the other night with on Raz's channel. I've never been to a concert. I've never bought an album, either tape, fucking vinyl, CD, whatever. No, it doesn't interest me in that respect. I like music. I listen to music, and I can enjoy music. I can appreciate music, but I'm not into music. I'm not defined by which band or group or type that I listen to. I listen to whatever I enjoy, if that makes sense. So, a favourite song or music video from the 80s. The Bangles, Walk Like an Egyptian. I quite like that one because they were fit. You know, it's stuff what you do, don't you? I don't know. Bit of Madonna. But I can't say because I don't really follow a type per se. I'm fluid, man. I'm fucking music fluid. Can we say that nowadays? Music fluid. Whatever you want me to be, man. This is another toughie. Oh, God. Favourite live action TV show from the 80s? Oh, man, I don't know. Fucking The A-Team, Street Hawk, Airwolf. Fucking, there's literally a myriad. The Fall Guy. I like The Fall Guy. I didn't really like Dukes of Hazzard too much. Manimal. Remember Manimal? Hill Street Blues. What was the other one we liked? Cagney and Lacey. Everyone remember Cagney and Lacey? Oh my God, the arguments me and my brother used to have about Cagney and Lacey. Because I always thought Lacey sounded like a more a sexy name, but Lacey was the sort of the chubbier woman. Cagney was a fit blonde one. Oh my God. I think I might have spoken about that before, I can't remember. But loads of fucking great shows back then. Loads of, I can't pick a favourite because there's too many of them. There really is too many of them. I'm trying to think of any others. I've not really planned this out. I'm fucking winging it. Winging off of fucking God knows what. I was trying to think. No, that was a movie. Beastmaster. That was a movie. That was a good movie. Cartoons. I just thought about that. Dungeons and Dragons. It's a Dungeons and Dragons raid. Ranger. You know how that happened, didn't you? Know how that ended, don't you? Dungeons and Dragons. You know who Dungeon Master is, don't you? He's Venger. They were never going to escape. But yeah, live action TV shit. You know, Knight Rider. Oh, God, there's just so many fucking good shows back then. I don't know. Whichever one you fucking want to pick. I can't put my finger on it. What was the other one? The Professionals. That was one, wasn't it? The Professionals. Winder. Well, they're just TV shows. I don't know. Well, they're just same TV show. I was just like abused as a child and made to watch whatever was on TV. I don't know. But that's Scott. So I've got to nominate 2 people. I'm going to do so from the 80s because you know. I'm going to sort of say Daz Connors DeLauro from the 80s, not the 70s, mate, from the 80s. I know Scott's mentioned Alex already. Who else is an old fart? Bill. I'm going to do Bill, Betty Horde Clinic. He's an old boy, I think. Old Bill. So, Daz Co-Jones, Bill, Betty Horde Clinic. 7 questions from the 80s. Fill your boots. Right. I'll fill my boots. It's now 32 degrees. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. Right. Love you and leave you. Take it easy, YouTube. Look after yourself and each other. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.